All right, I'm jumping into it because I got a nice question that's been on my mind, y'all.
Shoot.
Oh, I want to hear what you guys think about this because I don't know what I think about it, right? So, I don't know. Should I add context to this question or just kind of ask it because it makes sense without context?
Say the question first, and then.
All right. So the question is: are we growing up in the best times for humanity?
In what sense?
Okay, so there's need for context. I bet. So I was watching.
In terms of technology, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, okay, this is how we can break it apart. But I was watching The Black Godfather, right? And it's about the life of Claire. Oh my God, I said Claire. Clarence Avant. Yeah, and you guys, have you heard that name before? Before watching it, I'd heard that name, but I had no clue really what he'd done.
Avon.
Yeah, Avant. Clarence Avant.
Sounds familiar.
Fam. When I tell you this guy put on people like Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Bill Withers, Michael Jackson, etc., etc. The list goes on. The amount of connections and like his life basically is about making deals, right?
Okay.
So he didn't even actually have a particular role. All he could do is he's the guy that people go to solve problems and stuff like that.
Wow.
Like look at this Sony and Marvel. We'll probably talk about that. This Sony and Marvel and Disney beef that's going on, right? If Clarence Avant was in that scene, bro, we probably would have found a deal done like that. It would have been sorted. But this guy, he's just master at like making connections, putting people on, communicating, making deals, etc., etc. And it was like it was a autobiography about his life, and a documentary about his life. Sorry. And I was just seeing a lot of achievements over the years in terms of things that had happened in just the space of society, right? So there was like achievements in what's it called, man? In baseball, right? You know how they used to be Babe Ruth, and he was like the leading baseball scorer or something. He had all-time score or whatever. And then someone named Hank Aaron, he's a black guy, he's an African American. During that space of time, which is like 1960 whatever, it's pretty tumultuous. Like I don't know what word I just said. The space for black people was in turmoil in America in that space of time. This guy just broke the record of Babe Ruth, which is like their savior, their saint in baseball. Yeah. That was a massive achievement. Barack Obama becoming president of the United States in 2000 and what was it, 8 or whatever. Yeah. That was a massive achievement. And just like even the beginning of Apple or something, the beginning of Microsoft, these are just crazy big huge things.
He was part of all this.
Oh no! These are just things I'm mentioning. But he was part of the Hank Aaron and the Barack Obama stuff there. But these are crazy things that have happened for humans and society in general. Like we've had the moon landing, whether you want to believe in it or not. That was a massive achievement, massive celebration for humanity, right? What has happened since then? Like, sure, there's inventions and stuff, yeah. But I feel like, are we living in slower times in terms of we've just done all there is to really do anymore? We've gotten to a point where we've just achieved so much that nothing impresses us anymore. Like what happens anymore these days that still surprise us or makes us go, whoa, that was wild, that was amazing for humanity. You know what I mean? Like the last thing that I think was the greatest thing to happen, or the last big thing that I think happened for humanity, was Barack Obama becoming the first black president in the United States.
Yeah, but that's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was 11
I think it was
10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
What do you want to?
Sure, we've had technological advances and stuff, but no. But I'm saying what else crazy have we done in our generation after that?
In our generation,
yeah. So are we growing up in the best times for humanity in terms of seeing great things happen before us? Or is everyone just literally just living now? I feel like we've gone to a point of just living. But
the Me Too movement, that revolutionized quite a lot.
What was that one?
The Me Too movement. Women coming out and getting more confident in talking about women and just sexual abuse victims in general, coming out and being able to speak about things that was shunned for years in every part of society, whether it's Hollywood or boardrooms or religious spaces or whatever it might have been. That's a pretty huge one.
Another thing is that I feel like we are living at a time where a lot of things happening all at once as well. So, and all of them contribute to humanity as well. So it's hard for something to stand out, one thing to stand out of all of them, if that kind of makes sense.
Surely something should though,
But there's just so much stuff that's happening, So if you go back a couple of years ago, or like let's say 10 years ago, maybe like something would happen, but that thing would stand out, if that kind of makes sense. But then now with technology and so much stuff, people are becoming smarter and all that stuff in terms of connections, that like it's going crazy, right? So which means that here in this society right now, like in this country, we might be doing something that contributes to humanity in another place. It's just someone. Everything is just happening, and you just know the world that we live. Everything changes, bro. Yeah. Everything just happening so quick. All news, like news that came out 3 years ago becomes old news. You feel what I mean? Something big that happened a couple of days ago, that's old news now.
What big has happened though, man? Okay, so with the Me Too movement thing, right?
Yeah.
That's a celebratory moment for humanity, yeah. But that also has negative attachments to it in terms of like the reason why it's this, because bad things have been happening and stuff like that, right? You know? So I'm saying like, but then I guess you could argue the same for Brack. I mean, like, what's something that's just happened that was great and it was just great and it was just amazing, like, you know? Like, it was just good, just pure. Like, what do we celebrate together anymore? There's nothing crazy happening for humans, man.
Oh, so you're saying the last thing was Barack Obama?
That was good and just positive and just all regards.
But even with that, there were probably people who saw that as like a negative thing as
but
well.
a lot of people
forget them, bro.
It's always going to be like that.
Forget them.
That's more people than you think.
100%.
honestly.
I mean, it's the same thing how everyone acted no way, no one likes Trump. Everyone hates Trump.
But obviously he got voted in
Clearly
by-
half the country prefers him.
I mean, when the Barack Obama one, I got some questions about that one as well, you know what I mean?
I
Because
thought it was just the space and the time to obviously.
because it sounds great. Okay, why is it great?
Look, it's just great because no one ever thought something like that could ever happen, and that's a battery in the back for so many different people. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's
I
great.
love saying battery in the back.
Bro, I've said it once probably on this podcast.
Said it at least 5 times.
So obviously that's celebrated. Obviously that's celebrated because he was the first black president.
Yo.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay.
Look, wait, is that it? Because
That's
he was
it.
the
Yeah,
first.
that's because he's the first.
Okay,
black
I'm not
president,
diving
that's
into it. I'm just saying, just that point blank
You
period.
see?
That's lit.
In my eyes, in a way, that is a big moment. But in a way, it was like, is it really? Because yes,
It's definitely a big moment, bro.
yes, it is a big moment in terms of he was the first black president, right? Yeah, my homie killed it, right? But at the same time, he never really did anything for black people.
But we ain't asking about
That's a
that.
common
That people always say,
opinion,
yeah.
I looked,
which I don't even know if it's true.
I looked, because this is a thing as black people.
But
as
wait,
well.
who said that he's meant to get there and start putting on all black people? He's the president
he's not.
of a diverse country.
Of a diverse country, but
You can't. Well, imagine, bro.
No,
I become the prime minister of Australia. Am I gonna look out for everyone that live with me in Hampton Park only now or something?
But that's not.
Damn it! I just said my suburb.
No,
What's going
no, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying put black people on or whatever. But I'm saying recognize the big issue in your country.
And it did.
No, he didn't.
How many press conferences did
he didn't? They did nothing, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you.
You're wilding.
I'm wilding.
I'm saying he
didn't. I'm telling you right now.
Oblivious,
If
so
you
many.
go, he fought for the LBG.
Right, you can't butcher that. You have to. You can't butcher.
LGBTQT.
What?
LGBTQT.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
She got it wrong. Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to finish it off, but hey, listen, right?
I'm listening.
He fought for that. There's a bill that passed. He passed that bill, this, that, right? But when it comes to black people, he did nothing.
What's he gonna do?
What do you mean? At least recognize the issue.
What's
He
the
did
issue?
not. Huh?
What's the issue?
What do you mean? What's the issue?
Now tell me,
As
and
in
then I'll
like come
tell you.
out and speak about it.
Hold
or-
on, man. Let me
No,
put
I'm
my
saying, tell me the
laptop
issue,
away
and
and
then
down,
I'll
bro.
tell you that he did, because he did it on press conferences. But
Right.
what can he specifically change in a country, especially if the whole of Congress is all white people too? What?
Yeah, he's gonna need the
Come
support
on, bro.
of people.
But
Bro,
here's
you
the
don't
thing.
know what the politics are in this, bro.
No. I know. Like obviously, he just can't be like, I want to change this and all that stuff. And I think for us as black people, it's like, and Dr. Omar said this as well. Johnson Omar said this as well, right? It was like, that is the thing with us black people. It's like, yes, Barack Obama will go for it. Yep, the first black president, yeah, but he did nothing for us, right? And to an extent, that is also our fault. You feel what I mean? Because we did not expect him to do anything. We just wanted him to be in that position. That was it. He got to that position, shake his hand, and it was a wrap. And when he does nothing for us, that's all we wanted. Why is it that we just want him to to sit there and not even do anything. It's like,
but look, yeah.
It's like, what is the point of him even sitting there?
Anyways, you're dragging my celebration
but
point. Because look, I don't even care about what he does, what he did, do whatever. All I'm saying is that he made it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying for this point in terms of the
I know what you mean. Like
I don't care about
that was big for humanity.
He made history. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A historical moment. Yeah.
Like, that's it.
So what else have we had?
I just realized we're at the end of this decade.
Regardless.
Woo, we are.
2019.
We actually are. And okay, what have we done?
Next year's a new decade.
Next year is actually a new decade. 22, clear vision in that.
Okay, so going back to your question, right?
So
what
has happened?
The thing is, I mean, look, reality, maybe a lot of stuff happened.
Nah, trust nothing, man.
You know what I mean? But again, that
Bro,
comes
it's
with
just constant negativity, man.
That comes with like research and that.
Yeah.
But
nothing in terms of like history has been said or history has been made.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
but what are you expecting though?
Yeah, what can there be?
I feel like a lot of stuff kind of happened.
Yeah.
And like a lot of big stuff kind of happened.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And then now it's like, right now, what can happen that can compete with what has happened?
Everything, yeah, because we're at such a point where we have all the hindsight of what has happened, yeah, and we also have all the technology and the capabilities to achieve beyond what could anything that, bro. You want to build the pyramids right now? I'll build the whole pyramids in one day.
Yeah.
You telling me y'all took 20 years? Damn, cute. You know what I mean? How much more can we do now? But like, I don't know, man.
I'm sure there's places around the world where like history is being made and stuff, but you just don't know about it because that doesn't really, that doesn't matter to you or anything like that. Obviously, like America, you know, when Obama was president and stuff, that didn't have any effect on you, but it was still like, okay, first black president, and everyone was like so excited about it, blah, blah, blah. It was broadcasted all over, but there's probably places where it's like their first female leader just, you know, got appointed or something like that, but you just don't know about it.
True.
But obviously to those people, that's history being made. You know what I mean? So I think there are stuff going on, but it just, you know, like, because it doesn't affect you or phase you, you don't really know about it.
100%. Because sometimes it's not like, because it sounds like everyone has to recognize this thing that's going on. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like something might change humanity and all that stuff, but not everyone will recognize it. You know what I mean? Like what she just said, you feel. And even like with the females FIFA World Cup.
Why'd your eyes go up?
why you got smiling about
Like
that?
your tongue, no? There.
like believe it or not, like that was a big time.
You reckon? Wait, what do you mean? What happened?
For somebody, that would have been a huge.
Yeah, for like people.
Oh,
that
There's been a lot of women's World Cups.
Yeah, like that was like.
Hey, trying to revisit that.
Cancelled, man.
Nah, but go back. But to some people, right, that is huge for them. But for you, that's not huge. And for them, they might be able to turn around and they can say, yeah, that was a massive contribution to humanity. But for you, you might not say the same.
All right, okay. I'm on Wikipedia page for the 2010s, right?
Okay. Oh, yeah, true. They do have that.
So they have a whole bunch of stuff. So they got important terrorist attack, not important, but major terrorist attacks have happened, wars, all this stuff. Here's prominent political events. So this is Africa, right?
In Africa. Okay.
Yeah, since 2010 till now. Tunisian revolution, Egyptian revolution, Libyan crisis, South Sudanese independence, Mali conflict, death of Nelson Mandela. That's a big one. Yeah. There's a bunch of random stuff. Then ousting of Omar al-Bashir. And the Khartoum massacre, right? So that's this year. Americas, you've got a whole bunch of stuff that we don't care about. Occupy Wall Street, that was big, I guess. What else happening?
Bro, I'm trying to hear.
Looking at
Death
that
of
list,
George Bush Sr.
it's like there's not much positivity.
It's not bad, man.
It's-
But this is politics, so politics is never positive.
Yeah.
Europe, okay, wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton.
Oh, yeah.
That's the British,
That
like, the what are they
Monarchy.
called? Yeah, they like those little events are so important to the whole nation.
actually, I don't know.
Who
Okay.
cared down here?
I mean, I'll watch it.
Hey man, I don't know. I think
I watched it.
lot
I'm
of
not
it
gonna
was
lie, but I
broadcasted
found myself
everywhere.
wondering,
I know.
what am I doing?
yeah, that was lit.
It was broadcasted on every channel.
Brexit.
Nothing else happened in.
Did Brexit actually happen or no?
I don't even know.
What about here in Australia?
Trust, I don't think we made it.
We did, we did
Nah,
not.
trust.
Nothing.
Let's try to end on the list.
All right. Assassinations and attempts. There's a whole bunch. Osama bin Laden, Gaddafi, whatnot.
True.
Yeah.
Was that in the past 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh, how long?
Bunch
have
of
I been
natural
alive?
disasters, fires, marine pollution,
So
earthquakes.
Positive.
yeah.
See, there's nothing positive, man.
So,
Economics. All right.
That's
There's
tough.
nothing. Cybersecurity. Afghan war documents leak. Iraq war documents leak.
Sweet. American War Documents League, but you had
That would never leak. Panama Papers, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was billions of dollars involved in that. Epidemics.
we had
What do
Ebola,
we have?
Zika,
West African
swine flu.
Ebola, Zika virus, Middle East respiratory syndrome outbreak in South Korea. How?
What?
Which Middle Easterns are going to South Korea
What's
first of all?
going on, bro?
In a way, yeah.
Essentially, there's
There's-
nothing positive in this whole
Do you
list.
see what I'm trying to say,
Does
guys?
history
Pretty bad.
repeat itself in a way?
Oh, Carlos, man, don't be doing this to me, man. What does this mean? Does history repeat
Yes,
itself
I
in
remember
some
my
way?
first history lesson in high school, year 7.
Yeah.
Teacher gets up and he's like, I love history. It's the most useless subject because we never learn from it.
Okay.
It's always stuck.
I got a beautiful quote that go along with that. I don't have my phone with me, so I can't read it. Word
So
for
you
word.
don't have a quote.
But it says with history, we remember the date, the time, but we never remember the lesson.
The lesson. Got there, man. Got there.
How crazy is that? How do we know the time, the day, and all that stuff? But we don't learn the lesson. Then it's okay to take away the time and the day, but at least know the lesson.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I prefer for you to tell me that, hey, this happened. Don't give me the time. Don't give me the date. But as long as we learn from that, then that all that matters to me, because that's how we move forward. What is the point of you saying, oh, this happened in this, that? But what happened in 19, whatever, is still going on right now. It's like, okay, cool, you're coming up and saying this happened, but it's still happening. There's no end to it yet.
What you about to say, man?
7th of March 2010, Catherine Bigelow became the first woman to receive the Academy Award for Best Director for 2008 film Hurt Locker. Woo, a woman won.
I feel like it's
pretty cool.
hard
It's
to
good,
try
but, you know,
it's
cool
hard to
because it's
try
my
and
birthday.
say to try and like
Scott.
stop
Oh, yeah.
history from repeating
Say May
itself,
or March?
especially when like things. Y'all just gonna keep talking.
No. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I was listening. I don't know about this.
I don't know why this guy's is talking.
Shut up. Yeah.
Anyways,
It's hard to see, especially.
That's not even what I
Close
said.
enough.
I was just saying, yeah, it's hard to try and, prevent things that happened back then not occurring now. Like when you see things with war, there's always going to be conflict. These massacres that are happening, they keep happening because nothing's really being put in place. Like I'm not going to speak on that because I don't really, know much, and it's a sensitive topic for a lot of people because a lot of people have lost their lives and stuff. But like nothing is actually ever permanently put in place to stop these things. So it's always going to occur. Like, yeah, people know the lesson, but there's always people that are going to be like, we don't care, or we can do it differently
Except for
or
us,
something
yeah.
like that.
Conspiracy theory. Do you think people actually want wars to stop?
Who's the people? You talking
I
about
don't
higher
think
ups?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Definitely not. There's money in war.
It's too profitable.
Yeah. There's money in war. So like, damn, hey, we're
'Cause
going
imagine, take America, right, where you can like privatize things and you can
prison even, man.
prison, which is messed up. But like, let's say you actually have a business that, like, so you're a politician, but you have shares and stuff in an arms dealership, right? When they go to war, it's like, hey, I know a company that sells guns and stuff. And so, yeah, it's kind of worth it, like, for your pocket, for you to go to war in a country that, they're not going to fight back on your land.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's terrible.
No, that's true. So what it is that something happened here, and you're right. Nothing's being put in place in order to prevent it from happening. And the reason why is because the system is still the same. You have to change the whole system in order for you to change to solve the problem.
What is it again? Don't solve the symptoms, solve the actual system that's causing the problem.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like we have with everything the system in place, right? And if there's a problem, you have to change that whole system. So some people trying to solve the problem and say, okay, this is the problem, but they don't want to go back and change that whole system all around. Because changing the system, it takes time, takes effort, and it's like, nah, you can't face the problem without trying to change that system. And that's with everything as well.